Yeah, it's been a real delight. And we conclude the morning and the weekend with the men's Varsity 8 first level final.
Well, we've got the semi-winner, California in 2, Princeton, the other semifinal winner in 3, Yale in lane 4, Washington in lane 5. Those 4 are figured to be the main contenders, with Northeastern in lane 6 and Syracuse in lane 7. They're looking to be the Cinderella wearing the glass slipper. Those are the dark horses. And we are going to see, I think, a rather special race today.
Rhett Burns in the stroke seat for that Northeastern crew that got themselves into the final, able to overhaul Harvard. He was at the Worlds last year in the 4.
Look at that. Here we go. We have that start. So can California defend that national championship? Coach Franson said that they are not on the defense. They've been on the offense, on the attack. A whole new year for the Golden Bears. Have we seen Cal put together their best piece of the year yet? That's a good question. I don't know if we have seen it yet, but hopefully this is when the California crew can put it together. And look at this tight pack here that we've got off the start line.
In spite of all the power, nobody really able to get separation. We've got Princeton and Cal and Yale right up there. All the boats are still very tightly packed. Cal maybe a foot or two over Yale. Yale maybe a few inches ahead of Syracuse and Princeton.
As you look at the California crew, they returned all 9 from last year's national championship and then added in the stroke seat from Brown's Varsity last year. One of the great athletes, Gus Rodriguez, there in the California boat, transferring over as a grad student into Cal. But here we go, headed over to the water. California on the prowl.
Freddie, what are you seeing there at 500?
Go with them. All right, Big Dave, here we are. It's the final grand finale. California starting to put on a power here. It had been level for the first 500 meters, but now Cal is starting to show their power and strength. Yale have been right in there. Washington's right in the mix. Everybody's in there. Northeastern's fallen off the pace a bit, about 3/4 of a length behind Syracuse. Washington is in second. Then Yale and Princeton side by side. Then Syracuse, then Northeastern. California, 3 or 4 seats. If they can pull this up, they'll sweep the regatta. Big strokes from Cal. But Washington really putting on a good show in the second 500, going with them. Can the Huskies from the West Coast match their speed? 38 for Cal. Washington third, Princeton in fourth. Washington making a really good bit in lane 5 or 6. 5. Coming up hard. Only 3 seats now between and Cal. Yale up a couple of seats on Princeton. Princeton had such a strong semi. We'll see what they can do in the last third 500 here. Well, we're running out of water. 750 meters to go in just a second. And California amping it up. 38 for Cal. Now we hear a primal scream from Cal. Washington winding it up too. Washington's trying to stay with them. They're having to take the rating up. Going to be 39.5, 40 for all the way home for these crews. And now Princeton is moving. Princeton is overtaken Yale. Princeton's coming up. Bow on Coxon of Cal. Washington can't quite seem to get ahead of Cal. Washington's been close all year. 1.5 seconds at the Pac-12, or at Washington Duel. It's still Cal with 500 meters to go. Cal with 4 seats on Washington. Princeton, a solid third now. a half a length up on Yale. Syracuse, 5. Northeastern, 6. California, here I come. California wants to own this one and sweep the regatta. They've got 6 seats on Washington. Nobody has an answer for the Cal power and finesse. Driving strokes, hard strokes. You know you're ahead. You want to hold that lead all the way home. It's Washington trying to mount a last-minute charge. Princeton raiding up. Can Princeton catch Washington? Princeton's coming up on the Huskies. 15 strokes to go. Cal, hold on. Washington sitting up tall, trying to close on the Bears. Here they come. It's still Cal. Cal by 3 or 4 seats as the Huskies wind it up with Princeton in 3rd. Yale in 4th. Syracuse 5th. And Northeastern in 6th. The Bears win the race.